Hey everyone,
I'm Jill.
and I'm Ryno.
And we love bourbon.
In addition to drinking it, we also wanted to learn about it and share that info with you.
So come join us in
The Bourbon Study.
Welcome back, everyone, to
The Bourbon
the
Study.
Bourbon Study. Today is not just one drink. It's a twofer.
2 for 1.
So basically, we're going to make the same drink, but then we're going to serve it two different ways.
I'm excited for this drink because,
You're a fan of root beer.
yeah, I was like, I'm going to blow the lead right now and say root beer, but
You're
yeah.
a fan of root beer.
It's a root beer drink. I mean, you already know this. The title of the video is already out there.
Summer,
Yeah.
right? So we want to celebrate the little waning moments of summer.
And gosh, mister, I could use a fruit beer.
Mister!
Mister!
So we had done the tasting room for the Henry McKenna 10-year, which we felt was good, not terrible, nothing,
mixer.
Nothing of note. It's a mixer. It's a nice classic bourbon flavor with a lot of vanilla content. So we thought it would go really well with the root beer situation.
Yeah, and what's this bottle here that we have?
This is the Ellington Reserve Root Beer. It's root beer flavored whiskey. They make a lot of flavored whiskeys. The thing I like about the Ellington is the price point. This is $14. So
And it's
super affordable.
35%, you said, right?
So I consider it more of a mixer than but if you're not like a big into having strong drinks, you could just do a lot of that.
It literally tastes like alcoholic root beer.
Yeah, but without that malt liquor component that you get from like a Not Your Dad's root beer. You know,
Yeah.
when you get the like pre-made bottled like hard root beer,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those have that aftertaste of like Smirnoff, you know? They've got that like, so this sort of takes that out. But Ellington has a lot of varieties. They have a peanut butter, they have chocolate, they have pecan, they have root beer, all kinds of things.
Cool, let's make it. I'm excited.
Let's
So
do
we're
it.
doing 2 versions of this drink, right? So
It's the same components to mix each time except for what we do at the end.
Okay.
So the parts that are going in the shaker are going to be the same for either option,
Okay.
which is just 2 ounces of bourbon,
2 ounces of bourbon,
1 ounce of the root beer,
and
a little squirt of the French vanilla or any vanilla syrup.
vanilla syrup.
This
Could you
one's-
use concentrate from like cooking? You know, you'd have for like cooking.
Yeah, you could, if you don't have vanilla syrup, you could just use like simple syrup and add a dash of like vanilla extract.
Vanilla extract.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Like a literal eyedropper of that, and then
Yeah,
like
because
regular simple
that goes a long way.
Yes. So we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do 2 ounces of the Henry McKenna.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the important thing is we're going to shake. I'm going to do 4 ounces because there's 2 of us. So 2 ounces each. And then 1 ounce of the Ellington Reserve root beer.
Perfect.
There are a couple varieties of root beer flavored bourbon. Ballatin makes one, and Revel Yellow makes one. Those are both a little higher price point, and I don't think that there's that much benefit. Nobody's going to be like sipping root beer whiskey
I might.
on their own. You might. The Ellington actually won like a gold medal in some sort
Oh.
of whiskey competition last year. So this one's good enough at $13.99.
Perfect.
So 1 ounce of the root beer, and then so it would be like half squirt if you have a pump, but a half ounce.
It's like
if you're
half
doing-
ounce, yeah.
So I'm going to do 1 full squirt because it's the 2 of us. So 2, 1, half. And then you're going to shake this stuff by itself. Summertime. Moving on, once you've mixed the not sparkly components, because you never want to mix soda, then you'll just explode it all over.
Yeah, I don't even think we said we're going to use soda water yet.
Yeah, so we're going to be using soda water. This is just the Q variety. We buy this at Target, but any club soda will do. Basically, we're doing like a boozy soda stream. We've made the syrup,
Yes.
and then we have to add the carbonation.
Perfect.
So we are going to use these like tall beer type glasses,
Okay.
and we're going to first pour this root beer concoction,
I see what you've done
and
here.
then we will top it with the Q.
It's like a little old sarsaparilla.
Just like old timey sarsaparilla. So this is the soda version. Nice, relaxing sipping soda.
What's nice about this is it's like a root beer light, and it literally tastes like there's no booze in this at all.
Yeah, zero. And
I literally feel like I'm just sipping a diet root beer.
yeah, but you get those nice, the root beer notes, the sarsaparilla flavor.
Everything comes through.
But it's very, like you said, light, refreshing. This is the back porch afternoon barbecue party.
This is great.
Version. And this has 3 ounces of booze. So, I mean, it's not like it's skimping.
Yeah.
But if you want to get fancy,
You know me.
which you do, clearly, we're going to do the same thing. Same mixture.
2 ounces of the bourbon.
2 ounces of the bourbon. And then 1 ounce of the root beer.
Did you experiment with this like crazy?
Not a lot, but last night. I mean, it wasn't really very hard to figure out. Then shake.
The double shake.
Because we're fancy. We have to use the Haagen-Dazs. Can't use cheap stuff, right? And an ice cream scoop. And little glasses. I never worked at an ice cream shop.
I was going to say, this is terrible.
So, ice cream in the glass. Same procedure as before. Root beer over the top.
What's great about this drink is like, this is fun one for the adults, and you can make one for the kids.
You
Just
can
don't
make
get
one
them
for the
mixed
kids,
up.
just don't mix them up. And there is your grown-up root beer float. So you got your root beer soda and your float.
And your float.
And your float. So we got our sodas and then we got our floats. Oh, give me a little spoon. That's the good stuff right there.
What?
I think the nice thing too is that we've done a few very complicated drinks. This is one everybody can handle.
What?
What'd you call me? I'm sorry, for the rest of the duration of this video, Ryno's been consumed by his root beer float.
Root beer is my like drink, like, because it's no caffeine.
Yeah.
So I don't like drinks with caffeine in it. So
And like we were talking about earlier, I mean, honestly, I think that if you do it this way, this probably has less calories than like actual root beer. Like way less.
I get what you're saying. More and more. Just have more and more.
Just have
this
more
is
and more.
good. This is good.
How good is it?
Real good.
Real good.
This is a good, like you said, end of summer. Like literally, this taste kind of evokes that, like, okay, back to school season's beginning, and we're like, I don't know why root beer floats do that for me. Like, I think they're an all year round thing, but it's like.
And also, I love the, like, you know, if you make a regular root beer float, it does have that carbonation in it, which I think breaks up the ice cream too much.
Yeah, I agree.
Is like, you get all of that delicious root beer float flavor, but without the weird thing that it does to the ice cream with the fizzies.
So, what did we just call this? A root beer float?
Yeah, I mean, I would say this is like
Mama's root beer float.
Mama's root beer and Mama's
Mama
float.
doesn't know. Mama's on a phone.
Call Sandy.
Call Sandy. Sandy's root beer float.
I just want to like live inside of this root beer float.
What? Well, we're gonna go finish
Especially
these.
after they like melt into the.
Yeah, when it
you
gets
get
to that.
this like delicious root beer White Russian situation happening. I feel like the Jude.
I like both of these, but
Yeah. But they're for different purposes. This is clearly a dessert drink.
good cookout.
This is a
drink.
cookout drink.
Yeah. Family pizza night, whatever, you know. So if you make it, you're going to have to let us know. Obviously, if you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support our drinking habits, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/thebourbonstudy, where we do exclusive content on there. We've got a little community going. We got some great people on there. We thank all of you, our supporters. And
like we said, if you don't have vanilla syrup, Steve is very crazy about his coffee bar, so we have lots of syrups. But if you don't have vanilla syrup, just use regular simple syrup and a little bit of vanilla extract, like a drop.
there you have it. Let us know what you're drinking in the comments below. We'll see you next time.
Back to the floats.